Hi, welcome to another Witch Doctors How-To, where we show you how to do it yourself so you can save yourself some money. Today we're going to talk about Victory's LED headlight. This is the new style headlight they came out with for cross bikes, cruisers, crossroads, all the bikes that take the bullet style headlight. You can see the style of it with the LEDs that are in there compared to a stock headlight. So you can see it's quite a bit different. It's kind of cool looking. It's actually very stylish over the other headlight. You wouldn't think a headlight makes a big difference, but it is very stylish over it. The LEDs take less power to use. They are brighter. I've ridden it myself with this headlight. The light is definitely brighter. It's almost like a crisper, whiter type light, if you can kind of picture that. The guys on the forums and on Facebook and all, they definitely say this is a lot brighter. Everybody has their opinion, but generally it's much brighter is what they say over the HID and a lot brighter over the stock headlight. So it's a safety thing. You can see better and people can see you. So it's pretty easy to put in. You know, you have to take, on the stock light, you have your mounting bracket. You have to take that mounting bracket off and you have to put it on this headlight, on the LED. You can see it has cooling fins on it so it doesn't run hot. It just simply plugs in. There's no splicing, no cutting, nothing like that. It plugs right in. We'll show you how to do that on the bike. But this is the LED light. They come in chrome or black. We carry them on the website, witchdoctors.com. So let's go over to the bike and we'll show you how to put one of these in. So to do the light on a crossroads, or this is actually a hardball, but crossroads the same thing, a little bit different than a cross country. You have the bullet style light. You have 2 bolts up on the top and 2 bolts underneath. Now it's really hard to show you the bolts underneath, but they're Allen bolts. They're 4mm, so you're just going to take this off. Take these bolts out and take this the top lid here off. Take those off, and then the other ones are up underneath, and the camera's not going to show you really, but you go through the turn signal mount here. A lot of guys try to do it like this. Go through this turn signal mount, and that bolt is up in there. You can see the lid coming loose there. All the way out or not. There you go. Okay, so you have one there. You have one on this side. Okay, so once you get those out, that lid just lifts right off. So on this particular one, if you look down in here, you're going to see a bolt here. You got to kind of move some of this stuff out of the way. If there's a bolt right here, there's another one way down in here, down in the bottom, down in there. And then there's one on this side and one in the bottom. So you're going to want to take those bolts out. Again, this should take you, I don't think this whole job would take you a half hour to do this. I mean, this is, you can see this is pretty easy. Probably take you 15 minutes to do it. Now the headlight's loose, so just kind of hold it so it doesn't fall out. Put something on your fender, just in case. Okay, so that takes your headlight out. Okay, So now what you have to do is you want to pull these connectors off. What you do is there's a little wing here and a little wing here. Just spread those apart. They're kind of hard to do. Don't pull too hard because you'll snap them off. But pull that off. Just disconnect that. And do the same thing on the other one. If I can do this with this so you can see what I'm doing. My fingers are in the way. Yeah, it's too hard with that. Spread them and pull it off. Okay? So that's all you need to do with that. So you're going to take the new light. Okay? And you don't need to do anything. No bracket mounting, no nothing. If you look down in here, you'll see down in here it says high right here, and on the other side it says low. Okay, so you want to make sure you pay attention to that. What that is you're going to take the yellow wire that you took off here, and it'll say top bulb on it. Okay, the yellow wire goes on the low side, and when you put this connector in, if you look at the connector, it has a slot here. On this side has a slot, and this side doesn't. When you look down in the headlight, when you look down in that connector spot, you'll see a little slot in there. That lines up. So you don't put this in backwards. It'll go either way. You need to put it in the right way. So you're going to put that on the low. Just push it on. Take the green. Push it on. Now the one thing you can do is just kind of set this in here. Want to turn your key on real quick. Just make sure it lights up. Okay, so we know everything's good. It lit up. We're good shape. So we are just going to bolt it back in. Now one thing, if you have an Allen like this, put the Allen on there and hold it. I'll try to do it so you can see it. Hold it when you put it down in there, because otherwise you're going to be fighting that, trying to get that with your fingers. Okay, so I put the last screw in here. Okay, so that's all you're doing. You're just going to take these wires and kind of tuck everything back down in where it was. You're going to take your lid, put the lid back on. So you can see on this bike, it's actually pretty easy to do. You just do the same thing. Put the bolt on that Allen wrench. Put it up in there. Okay, so now we got the bolts in. Just turn your key back on. Make sure everything works. High beam, low beam, everything works. So the last thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to aim the headlight and make sure it's aiming in the right spot, okay? The instructions will tell you how to do it on the wall, measure back 25 feet, make a mark, do some measuring. The way you adjust that on this bike is underneath here, there's a bolt, okay? You can loosen that and you can twist the light back and forth a little bit on that bolt, and that will raise your light up or down depending on how you want it. It should be pretty good to the, the new light should be pretty good, but just in case, that's where you do it. You adjust it down under there. So that's how you install an LED headlight on a Crossroads or a hardball. Thanks for watching.